The
Yep.
warm up for everybody, no matter what you're doing, exercising, working out, playing a sport, the warm up prepares you for either the activity or the actual workout. So it's a transition period between, let's say you get off work and I got to go work out. Well, your mind and body is still adjusted to the work, what's been happening that day. So the transition period to get your mind and your body to work together is during the warm-up. It raises your heart rate, it increases your body temperature, it gets all the oxygen and blood flowing to the muscles you're going to need, and it prepares you for whatever workout you're going to do.
Right. Right.
And also, what's interesting, what most people do, they try to rush the workout. Like, let's just get through this, I got to go work out.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be, taking your analogy, it would be like only taping part of the room and start. It's not
well,
going
to
turn out well.
Well, that's how I think of it, and quite frankly, I'm guilty of it. I get impatient, and I think, I'll just warm up, like a minute, a couple. Oh, okay, I'm done. And it's the same, like you just said. If you only tape off sort of halfway, the paint job looks horrible, and then you have to spend more time because you got to redo it. If I don't warm up long enough, or in an appropriate manner, I hurt myself.
Yes,
and then
that's exactly right. The injury rate, the injury risk goes up if you don't have a proper warm up.
Right. And
it's not just physically warming the body up. This is where the mind comes in, because I think a lot of people disregard the importance of the mind in the role to working out, because most people, especially this time of the year, January resolutions, they're just into thinking weight loss. I overindulged over the holidays. I've got to get the weight off.
Mm-hmm.
Well, your body responds to every single thought you have. And so during the warm-up, when I mentioned it's the transition period, during the warm-up, your body is actually talking to you, okay? Mm-hmm. You may say, oh, God, I got to hurry up. I got to work out. I got to work at this intensity. Well, during the warm-up, your body will tell you what kind of a workout it actually is prepared for that day. And there's 3 types of workouts: gain, maintenance, and survival. So during the warm-up, if you actually are just listening to your body, doing your deep rhythmic breathing, seeing how you feel, not having necessarily music in your ears. You can be in a room with music, but you should be focusing on yourself. The body's going to tell you a gain day, it's like, oh my God, I feel so good today. I'm just ready to roll. The maintenance days, you feel good, but you felt better. So it's going to be a good workout, but it's not going to be that aha workout.
Mm-hmm.
The survival is the unfortunate one, but you have to endure the survival to appreciate the gain. That's the day when, by the end of the warm-up, you're like, oh my gosh, I feel like I need to warm up. I just am one of those blah days.
Mm-hmm.
And then you adjust your workout according to how your body was talking to you during the warm-up.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Because then you'll have a realistic workout and a good workout, even a survival workout. What a survival workout does for you is it actually makes you focus more on the mind to survive the workout. A lot of people go, I'm not going to work out today. I'm going to quit because I don't feel that good today.
Mm-hmm.
They always want it to be that PR day, that great day. And just like life, every day is not a great day. So if you compare it to your life in general, days when you get up, let's say you get up and you feel real energetic, you're going to get more accomplished that day because your body and mind are in sync to be energetic. Another day you get up, you go, I just don't think I'm going to get everything done today. I feel good, but it's not going to happen. And then other days you're lucky to just make it through the day.
Right.
And that really is how our bodies and mind work together.
That's actually very interesting because I think sometimes when I'm warming up, sometimes I'm very disconnected from my body. It's like in my mind. My mind is thinking, and I'm not really paying attention to where I am and what kind of workout. That's interesting because now I know why a lot of my workouts aren't successful because I had this disconnect.
Yes, yes. It's totally different. So when you walk into a room, like, well, I'm just starting back at Chafee, so I'm talking about all this with my students and trying to explain to them. As soon as you walk through the door and you're in my classroom, you need to leave everything behind. Okay.
Right.
Anything outside that door, any problem you have, it's going to still be there, and turn off your phones and start focusing on you. When you're working out, that is your time. Nobody else's. You don't think about work. You don't think about husbands, girlfriends, boyfriends, children, anybody but you. It's your time to focus on you. And as long as you focus on you and you assess and reassess why you're working out. How's my form? How's my technique? How's my breathing? You're commanding your body to perform. If you're doing, let's say you're doing cycling, okay? Mm-hmm. You're focusing on your technique. Running or walking, how is my technique? Yoga, how's my pose? Am I doing it correctly? And as long as the mind and body are constantly in sync, you will have a good workout. And not only that, but you will have a better chance of achieving your personal goals.
Right, right. Okay, well, that makes perfect sense. Okay.
Yeah. So next time when so you go to work, because I know you're a very, very busy person and your mind is always racing. And actually mine is too. But when I'm working out, it gives me a license to turn off my mind and say, you know what, Patty, it's your time. And I'm taking my time, because time is a thief.
Right.
And not get time back. So when you're trying to do too many things as you're working out, the workout will suffer.
You know, and that is so true. I get impatient. Hurry. And I that's one of the things I think this year, well, not I think I am this year going to really work on, is when I get into that zone of the stretching out and I'm working out, I'm going to turn off everything. Kind of like when you said, when you walk through this door, you leave everything else out there. Yes. That I'm going to really have to train my mind to do that. And because it's not as simple. I've been doing this a long time. And so I've built up these grooves, so to speak, you know, so I have to kind of redo because I don't enjoy the workout that much if I'm thinking about what I have to do and what I did and when am I, it's anxiety provoking, quite frankly, which is antithetical to, hello. Yeah. So, okay. Well, hey, thank you for that. I'm going to work on that for sure.
And you mentioned a keyword. You have to, if you're not used to that, you have to train your body and mind to do that. So you have to make a cognitive effort. So before as you're dressing and putting on your clothes, that's actually the start of the transition. Once you decide, okay, it's time to do my workout, and you start putting on your workout clothes, you should start thinking about, okay, get the breathing down. Oh, I feel good. Talk to myself. I hope it's a good workout. Self-fulfilling prophecy. You become what you think you are, and you keep focusing on that. But if that gain, maintenance, and survival days are key, because so many people use electronics nowadays that they think, oh, I've got to be in my heart rate needs to be in this place, so I need to be working with this many watts or this much power, and they're not listening to the body. They're listening to, a number, and that number is just a number. It's a guideline, but it is not. It's not you. It doesn't have feelings. It doesn't care about you.
Right. Exactly.
Your heart cares about you. Your lungs care about you. Your mental state cares about you. And you want to be able to help, and as a warm up and you get into your workout, you should be able to know when those endorphins are getting released, and you only know that if you're conscious and engaged in the moment.
Right. Well, you know what? That's beautiful. I mean, really, it seems so simple, but it really isn't. So it's going back to that focusing on being present.
Yes.
And just. There is nothing else. You are just right there. That's all you have. Yes. So that there shouldn't be any anxiety, because the mind is there, in that moment. So, of course, again, like I said, it's easier said than done, but it is something that, I think you definitely have to practice. Myself, I have to practice every day, and to sort of kind of rework those grooves, but okay. All right.
And the great thing about it is when you actually, there'll come a day when you'll realize, like, oh my gosh, I'm doing it without having to think about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're going to enjoy it so much. You're going to get results. You're going to stay on track on your goals, because fitness cannot be rushed. So you're going to be patient. And as long as you're consistent and you work with your body that day, gain, maintenance, or survival, stay engaged in the moment, you'll achieve your goals. I can guarantee you that, because I've been doing this a long time. And when people follow through, and adjust, they get results.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I see how that works. And now I know those people who at the beginning of the year, they've set their goal. Oh, I got to lose weight. I got to do this. There's such a disconnect. They're not listening to their bodies at all. All they're focusing in is just that weight. And then no wonder they're unsuccessful. The majority of people are unsuccessful.
Exactly. And because they don't practice these actually simple techniques, but they have to do it consistently.
Right. Awesome. Thank you, Patty.
Okay, you're welcome. Great seeing you.
Yeah, awesome.